The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info. And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hi, I'm Katie Lowe's.
And I'm Guillermo Diaz.
And we're the hosts of Unpacking the Toolbox, the Scandal Rewatch podcast where we're talking about all the best moments of the show.
Mesmerizing.
But also, we get to hang out with all of our old Scandal friends like Bellamy Young, Scott Foley, Tony Goldwyn, Debbie Allen, Kerry Washington.
Well, suit up, gladiators. Grab your big old glass of wine and prepare yourselves for an even more behind-the-scenes stories with Unpacking the Toolbox.
Listen to Unpacking the Toolbox on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
I like to think about water heaters being like the tires on your car. You wouldn't drive on your tires if they were bald, but unlike your tires, your water heater still looks like a water heater no matter how old it is.
Here's Bruce with Day and Night Plumbing and Heating.
Typically, it's not going to leak when you expect it to, but the damage can be catastrophic. So whether you're interested in replacing your water heater or just not sure and have some questions, give us a call or check us out online at dayandnight.net.
Get money-saving coupons at dayandnight.net.
I like to think about water heaters being like the tires on your car. You wouldn't drive on your tires if they were bald, but unlike your tires, your water heater still looks like a water heater no matter how old it is.
Here's Bruce with Day and Night Plumbing and Heating.
Typically, it's not going to leak when you expect it to, but the damage can be catastrophic. So whether you're interested in replacing your water heater or just not sure and have some questions, give us a call or check us out online at dayandnight.net.
Get money-saving coupons at dayandnight.net.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text of 78592 says, whenever someone asks me to take a picture of them, I always take a few, then flip the camera around to selfie mode and snap a couple selfies as a little souvenir in their
Your
album.
husband did that to me, Brooke.
He does it to literally everyone.
Everyone?
We could be, and it doesn't matter what language you speak, what country we're in.
Tourists?
Yes, everyone. And he doesn't take one of the other people. He just takes it of himself.
That's even worse.
My God.
And then hands it back.
If someone did that to me, I'd say, you know what? No, just keep the phone.
yeah,
You
yeah,
ruined
the
it.
phone.
I don't want it anymore.
I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee there's listeners that have asked for pictures with me that have a picture of my husband on their cell phone.
Text in if you know Michael better than Brooke.
Yeah.
And one of our listeners wants to give us a selfie snapshot into his life. He's chosen to go by Keith as his fake name today. So, Keith, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Oh,
Yo.
Keith. Please don't bring that dad humor, okay?
Voice changer is on, Keith. You are the masked speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
I always wanted to tell this story about me and my wife, but never had the chance to tell it.
What do you mean never had the chance? Like you were too scared or what?
Well, it's because my wife insists that I don't tell the story out in public.
Ah.
Oh, dude, you're going to get in trouble. Your wife said not to say this?
Well, that's why we keep you anonymous for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get in trouble today, right?
That's right.
It's not your name. It's not your voice.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what happened.
I want to know
Right.
what's going on.
Okay, so my wife and I were sitting out at a bar a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And my wife really likes animals. She is a huge animal activist. You know, I think she's related to Dr. Doolittle, but we're not sure.
Oh, one of those,
Yeah.
all animals.
Yeah, she speaks to them.
Like she'll grab a caterpillar.
She'll try to pet a bear if I let her.
Oh, she's the bear.
But it's so cute.
If it's dangerous-
that dog?
Yeah, literally.
Right.
In real life.
Okay, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right. So we're sitting outside the bar, and all of a sudden we hear this loud thud.
Uh-oh.
And we were like, what the heck is that? So we look up, and a pigeon had accidentally flew into the side of the bar and, darn near knocked itself out.
Oh, no.
Birds do that sometimes.
Yeah, you just hope that they're stunned and that they'll get back up
they didn't
eventually.
hurt or break anything.
Right. So my wife wastes no time. Boom. Springs into action. She jumps out of the car, runs up to the pigeon side.
Ooh.
We find out that the pigeon is stunned. You know, it's okay, but it's a little dazed and confused, you know.
Yeah.
So my wife turns around and looks up at me and asks, can we take it to a safe place? I'm like, oh, my God, here we go.
Oh, no.
Let's go to the vet.
Oh, saving a pigeon. Oh,
You know
gosh.
where this is going
Right.
already.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So a nice date has now turned into pigeon rescue.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
This,
no.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure if this was in your vows, you better pick that pigeon up.
Wow, okay.
I know, right? So we pick up the bird, hop in the car. She wants to take it to a safe place, like try to find like a nearby park because
my
there's
God.
a lot of traffic at the bar. She didn't want anybody to like step on it or kick it or anything like that.
Now you're
Okay.
driving with a stunned pigeon.
Oh, God.
We have the pigeon wrapped up in one of my jackets, so now my jacket has feathers on it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Great. Now you get that dry cleaned.
Possibly bugs.
Right.
but okay.
Yeah.
So she's keeping the pigeon calm, and we're going on down the road. And it starts to get a little warm in the car, so my wife decides to turn on the AC.
Uh-huh.
And that's where it turned. The pigeon panicked
Uh-oh.
from hearing the AC kick on
Oh, God.
and starts flapping its wings and starts going crazy.
Oh! In the moving car!
Open the windows.
In the
Open the
moving car.
windows.
Throw it out the window.
Sunroof!
Alexis,
Sunroof.
they're animal lovers. She's
Yeah.
not going to do that.
He said it's flapping, so it can fly probably now.
Oh, my God.
That's scary.
I'm like, oh, I guess the pigeon is okay.
There's nothing more like anxiety driven than like birds flapping and
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So the pigeon starts flapping. My wife starts screaming.
Oh.
Now the pigeon is flying all over the car, front
Oh.
seat, back seat.
Oh!
And it starts going to the bathroom at the same time.
Of course.
It's like an Uber ride home with Alexis now.
At least I keep it to the back seat.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
saying the same thing. Just throw her out of the window. Just let her leave.
She's flapping. Oh no.
What do you do?
So she's screaming, trying to corral the pigeon. I'm darn near swerving, trying to make sure we don't crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully finding a place to pull over.
Right. So we pull over. Luckily, there was a park coming up. We jump out, take the bird over to a nice, calm sidewalk. Nobody's coming by or anything.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay, this is it.
the car is a mess.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah.
like feathers everywhere.
Oh, my
Dude, it's
God.
gross when it's on the outside of your windshield,
Yeah.
let alone
Yeah.
the inside.
Gosh.
Right. So we put the pigeon down. We say our goodbyes. We accomplished our good deed for the day, right?
God, my
Right.
goodbye would be a cuss word, but yeah.
And just as we're walking back to a car, a hawk swoops down and snatches up the pigeon.
Oh, after all that.
After all of that.
Did you try to catch the hawk?
Yeah.
No. The hawk was too fast. Thank God the hawk was too fast for my wife.
Yes,
Yeah.
you would have grabbed it, wrestled it out of its mouth. Give me that
Like a
pigeon.
high-speed car chase following it around the
Right.
city. Oh, my God.
I did learn in one of my kids' books that pigeons are the favorite meal of peregrine falcons.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
For real.
that makes sense.
Oh, no.
Wow, you like served one up on a platter for it this
Yeah,
time.
well, in a way, you're helping animals
Yeah.
still.
Well, that was a Discovery Channel lesson.
Yeah. So get back to the car. Ends up being a $500 detail for the car to get all that cleaned up.
Oh, someone
So-
has leather, huh?
Has she rescued any wild animals since?
No. So I have come to the conclusion that I would never help her again with her wildlife rescue. She's free to do it on her own.
Yeah.
Just don't rope me into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Not just animals. You won't help her with the chores around the house either because who knows what's going to go wrong with that, too.
Oh, no. Laundry? What is that?
Yeah.
The worst part is she won't let you share the story. That's such a good story.
Yeah.
I know,
It does
right?
come back to her, like, basically setting up a pigeon
Yeah.
for its death. So
Yeah, I
I can get it. Text in 78592. If you have a confession you've been holding on to, we can hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you our next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up next.
Hi, I'm Katie Lowe's.
And I'm Guillermo Diaz.
And we're the hosts of Unpacking the Toolbox, the Scandal Rewatch podcast where we're talking about all the best moments of the show.
Mesmerizing.
But also, we get to hang out with all of our old Scandal friends like Bellamy Young, Scott Foley, Tony Goldwyn, Debbie Allen, Kerry Washington.
Well, suit up, gladiators. Grab your big old glass of wine and prepare yourselves for an even more behind-the-scenes stories with Unpacking the Toolbox,
Listen to Unpacking the Toolbox on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Andrea Gunning, host of the all-new podcast, There and Gone. It's a real-life story of two people who left a crowded Philadelphia bar, walked to their truck, and vanished.
A truck and two people just don't disappear.
The FBI called it murder for hire. But which victim was the intended target and why? Listen to There and Gone South Street, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. Imagine this. Your parents sign away your childhood to an academic psychological study. And what about if your sister is very publicly tried, convicted, and sent to prison, when really she was just telling her long-buried truths? These tough questions are just a few that we'll be grappling with on our upcoming 10th season of Family Secrets. Listen to Season 10 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years of business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different, but their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford. On Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at Bickford.net. #1 claim according to Total New Ford Retail Sales Report for 2023.